Now, unless you've been living completely under a total technology rock with absolutely not knowing anything about electricity, which obviously you haven't been, or otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, then you know all about live streaming. You know it exists, and there are people out there that do it, that make shows on the internet and on YouTube in particular, where they're doing things real time, and they're including graphics and other video sources and things like that into their live stream. And you might have wondered, how does all this happen? Well, I'm going to show you how you can set up live streaming from scratch, this is installing software and everything, in under 10 minutes and be putting a show on the internet. It's pretty easy really, and it's using a piece of software called OBS, Open Broadcast Software, and well, let's have a look and see how easy this is. Okay, great to have you here again. Now, before I get started talking about OBS, just a quick reminder to click on the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, to make sure you don't miss out on my other videos that I bring out quite regularly, and also all those other buttons down there. And if you've got any questions at all, then leave them in the comment section below. I imagine with this video there's going to be quite a few questions, but I will get back to making more videos to answer these if I can't answer them directly in the comment section for you anyway. Okay, so let's start having a look at this. I'm going to start straight away by downloading this piece of software called OBS Studio. I'm going to install it. I'm going to set up a couple of templates. I'm going to add some video and audio sources into it, and I'm going to be live streaming it and show you how it works real time. And I'm going to try and do that in under 10 minutes. So I'll grab my mouse. I'm going to open up a web browser here, and let's start by searching for OBS Studio. There we go. Download. That's the one we want, and I'm going to click on OBS Open Broadcast Software and click on the Mac version. As you can see, that starts downloading straight away. I can just click on that to extract the DMG. That's a disk image on Mac for those that don't know it, and when that disk image finishes opening, I will have it here. There we go. And now I can just drag the application from the disk image folder onto the alias to the applications folder. That's all you need to do to install something on a Mac, which is great. That's just copying across now. While that's copying, I'll open up the applications folder by double clicking the alias there. And here we go, here's my applications folder. And in here I'll be able to just scroll up a little bit and find OBS. There it is right here. And double click that and wait for it to open. So it's just going to check that I do in fact want to open this because it's just been downloaded from the internet, and while that's opening I can close these other two windows because we're done with them. And here's OBS, open up really quick, and now as you can see I've got the main view, that's the program out window here. We've got scenes list over here. This is where all the different scenes, the different page layouts are that you can build up over time. And here we've got a pane of sources. This is all sorts of video sources and things that you can add in. There's a whole heap of different things here you can see that you can use. The audio mixer, that's going to come up when we put a microphone in here later. Over here we've got scene transitions, which is initially just fade and cut. You can get other transitions that you can add in as well. I think there's a whole pile of different wipes and luma faders and all sorts of things in here that you can play with. And of course the stream controls, so you can start streaming, start recording, studio mode stuff, settings for getting your stream settings put in, and of course the exit button. So let's start with a scene. Now, a scene here is up in here. This is blank palette that we've got. There's nothing on it at the moment. So a scene contains a whole pile of video sources. So I'm going to start adding a couple of video sources. The first one, of course, is going to be a webcam. So I will just click into here and I will choose video capture device. Now in here I'm just going to call this video capture device my webcam because that's what it is really. So just to be extremely obvious, webcam, there we go. And I will choose the device here from the drop down menu. That's my C922 Logitech camera. By default it comes up with this 1280 by 720 preset. If you want to, you can turn off the presets here and choose a resolution and a frame rate that works for that resolution, which I'll do here, which is 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames a second. And there we go. So there's me. Hi, how's it going? That's all set up and hunky-dory. I'll just turn off that annoying light behind me. There we go. And that looks way better, doesn't it? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just choose another source. So I'm going to want some audio for my live stream. So I'll click here again and put an audio input device. Now I've got a Blue Yeti hooked up to my Mac here. So I'm just going to type Yeti and click OK. There we are. And I can choose that from there. There's a Yeti stereo microphone. Click OK, and there we go. Now I've got the Blue Yeti. As you can see, the Yeti's capturing sound straight away. It's plugged into the machine. It just pulls it up, and everybody's all very happy. So there you go. Right, I'm going to look for another source. Now the background that I've got in here is really boring, so maybe what I'll do is I'll grab a photo that I've got that I kind of like for a background, and I'll just drag that folder onto here. So here's a folder with a JPEG in it. I'll just drop that JPEG here, drag it straight onto there, and there you go. It's just popped up there. It's on the top layer here at the moment, you can see. So I'm just going to drag that down to the bottom so it's behind everything else. It can be any photo you like, of course. It's entirely up to you. And I can just shrink that down so that, there you go, my image is in the middle of that matte box. So this is just a photo of one of my lenses off one of my cameras, and I thought, yeah, that'd make an interesting backdrop. It's a bit of texture without being too overbearing. So there you go. I have got a webcam, a microphone, and a background image there. What I need now is maybe a title. You can do this as well, you see. You can come and choose text, free type 2 thing it's called, and I'm just going to call that my title. There we go. And for my title, I'm just going to put Tim's live stream. I'll just leave it as Helvetica. If you want to, you can come and choose from all sorts of different fonts that are in here. Anything that's on your system, it'll pick up. There you go. Harrington's possibly a little bit more interesting. Let's try that out. There you go. That's really tacky. Don't do anything tacky like this. Put a bit of time into it and actually come up with something, well, better, frankly. Okie dokie, so there you go. That's all ready to go. Now the next thing I need to do, of course, is come into the settings down here and click on stream. Okay, from the service menu up the top here, you want to choose whichever service you're streaming to. Presumably it'll be YouTube, and it's going to use the primary YouTube ingest server, and then you need the stream key. Now if you're not sure what your stream key is, you can click on here and it will open up the YouTube page with the streaming service on it so that you can see that. And here's the YouTube page for YouTube Studio and for setting up a new stream. What I'm going to do here is just make sure that the privacy on this one is marked as unlisted, which is a good thing to do. Here's the server URL. You don't need that, it's already got it. And then you just grab the stream key here, you can select it, hit the reveal button, select it and copy it. Now if for any reason you accidentally show your stream key online, you can always reset it in here as well. You'll just need to reset that in everything that you use for streaming. While you're in here, you can also scroll up and put in a title. So this could be test stream for video, and this is my test stream. I can put that down here as well. There you go. And then I can just close that. There we go. And come back to here and paste that stream key into this one. You can show the stream key here if you wish to as well, but bad idea generally, especially if you're online. So now I'll just click apply and OK. I'm not going to go into any of the other settings in this because generally you don't need to. It sets itself up fairly well. And there we go. And I can just start streaming now by clicking this button. And there you go, that was it really, it's that quick. Now another thing you might want to do is set up another scene. So this would be my main scene. Maybe I've got a game I want to play. I can just hit plus there, type game, there we go. And once again I'm just going to add a video capture device. Now I've already created one, so I can use the existing webcam that I made before. So the settings for that video source are already set up. And I can just shrink that down a wee bit. There you go, now I'm smaller. And then I can set up another capture device, which would be a window capture. And I can have a look here. I'll call that Minecraft, so no surprises as to what game I'm going to be pulling up. I can save there, and I can just choose Minecraft, which is way down the bottom here. And there you go, there's my Minecraft game all ready to go. It's really big in here, so what I will do is I'll shrink that down a whole lot. There we go, a bit more. That's heaps, and I can just make this smaller and up in the corner. I could make the Minecraft the whole screen actually, let's do that. And I'll make it big enough that it cuts the top of that horrible menu bar off at the top. Yeah, I could tidy that up a bit more, but I don't want to right now. And pull the webcam back up on top, and I'll just put that up in the corner here so you can see me while I'm playing the game. And there we go, I can skip to my game on another window, hit single player, and if I wanted to, I just pick one of those, a new world, and hit the play button on that, and there you go. So I'll leave that for now. You can see that that works, and there you go, I'm streaming a game. I can switch between these scenes, and it does that nice fade, so if I just want to talk or chat away here, I can do that. You might also have people Skyping in, and you can get their Skype streams and put them up on here as well, or using some other sort of streaming and multi-user thing, and just chat away with people on here and just set up different layouts on OBS, and happy as Larry. So there you go, that was it, well under 10 minutes. I hope you found that really interesting and that it was useful. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, do put them down in the comments below. I will try and get back to as many of them as I possibly can. And also share this video out if you know anybody else who might be interested in it. Click that share button, put it on all your socials, and help get more people along to the channel. That would be awesome. Other thing you can do, of course, is click on the subscribe button down here. Almost pointed the wrong way. And there's these two videos up here that tell you about all sorts of other stuff related to all of this that you're interested in, because like YouTube picked those, they know what you're keen on. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow in the next video. See you later.